live stream. Oh man.
Welcome back, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
New angle,
New angle, new funk, new style for the show. It actually looks almost exactly the same, just slightly lower.
Yeah.
You can really see what alcoholics we are now. We like that. We like that on the Two Cubes podcast.
Well,
I got to apologize. My voice is a little fucked up this episode. I found out today I have what do you call it? Bronchitis.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought that was only something that like infants and very old people got.
No, I get bronchitis a couple times a year. It's not a big deal.
And you're not even a smoker.
I am
It's
not
amazing.
a smoker.
Yeah, man, I've been hacking up disgusting fucking slime for a month, and then finally I was like, all right, well, I guess the old protective system in the blood, you know, what do they call that? You know, the
Immunity.
T cells. It's not doing its job. That's what happens when you hit 40. Your body just gives up on protecting you from ailments. So I figured I had to take the day off of work today.
Oh.
And I went to the doctor. Much to my chagrin, I hate going to the fucking doctor. I don't even have a general practitioner. I had to go to like an emergent care place. And it was actually
my doctor stopped taking care of sick people, so I don't know.
What do you mean stop taking care of 6 people?
Fucking my general physician, if you just call and you're like, hey, I'm sick, they're like, probably don't want to come here then.
We don't want to get sick, so
They were like, did
journal
you do
about it and
a
then mail
COVID
it to
test? I'm like, no. They're like, well, you should probably do one of those before calling me back because I'm already getting nervous.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, listen, we can maybe get you on a video call. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I have strep throat, so that's not going to do anything. Like, I don't give a fuck. Don't try and come see a doctor here if you're sick. I'm like, well, that's like where I'm supposed to go when I'm sick. So I don't know. I stopped going to the doctor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, if you want a physical there, it's like a 6-month waiting list. So I'm like, well, I'm not doing that ever again.
You just gotta find the new guy. That's what I gotta do.
He's been my family guy forever, though.
It's time to part ways.
He's
I
my
know
guy.
it's like breaking up with a girlfriend, you know, but you got to do it.
I never do that either. I just wait.
My family doctor, Dr. Elber, I think I told this story on the pod before.
The missing man?
He just went missing.
Yeah.
He eventually did turn back up, but there was a good like year-long stretch where I was just I pretty much just thought that Dr. Elber was dead.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but then he apparently he just like lost his mind and quit the practice and just moved away and didn't tell anybody. And I forget where he's at now. I think he's like in Maine or some shit. Yeah, pretty cool.
My doctor is retiring. Well, the main doctor there, but it's a Vanguard place, so they just have. I haven't seen that guy in forever anyway.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean it's a Vanguard place? Is that
It's
an
Vanguard Medical,
insurance
so there's
or-
like 15 different fucking doctors there now.
Oh, so it's like a chain. It's like a super cuts for doctors.
Yeah. Yeah, they just are like, we can get you on with a physician's assistant on a video call in 45 minutes if you want. Like, no, I don't want that at all. They're like, well, then find somewhere else. Bye. Click.
Damn. Cold-blooded, man.
Yeah, they don't care. It's tough. But last few times I went to the doctor, I just went to the urgent care, like you said,
Uh-huh.
and they just listen to whatever you think you might have and go, all right, great.
This was maybe the easiest trip. Well, I mean, it was kind of scary.
I
because
told them I had pink eye the one time. They're like, great, we'll just prescribe that then. I was like, all right, you want to look at it? They're like, no, not particularly.
Thank you for doing my job for me. Here's your.
They were like, just go to Walgreens. You'll have your stuff there in about an hour. See ya.
I walk in and I'm the only person in there, and they're like, "Are you Chris Perez?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay, well, you have to fill out the paperwork on your phone or whatever." So I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, I hate that.
So yeah, that was annoying. But how many goddamn times can they ask you for your name, dude? It's like crazy. It's like top
I don't
of
know
the
how
page.
Kevin goes anywhere.
Yeah, it's weird. You can't feel. I guess they probably have to have a clipboard, like, because there's old ass people that go in there and are just like, I can't see my phone.
They're
and
like, bring your grandson, asshole. Get out.
But dude, I was in there for I don't know 8 minutes total. Like I went in, I filled out, and like 7 of those minutes was just filling out the paperwork, quote unquote, on my phone. And then like they let me in. I go and I sit down on the table. The doctor immediately comes in and he reads what I put like the ailment down. I just put like been coughing for a month, won't go away, phlegmy, gross or something. And he's just like, oh, you have bronchitis. I'm like, do you want to like examine me? Like, do you want to? He's just like, well, I mean, I guess I'll look down your throat. He did like the flashlight down the throat, flashlight in the ears, flashlight up the nose, which I've never had before. And then he's like, yeah, you got bronchitis. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure it's on allergies or anything? He's like, nah, it's bronchitis.
Bronchitis is a catch-all, actually, but it's nice. You know.
So I got some anti-B's, so that's why tonight I'm drinking a THC drink instead of an alcoholic drink.
Well, they're just putting you on fucking penicillin. You can drink on that. It's fine.
You can. They said that if you drink in excess, it can nullify the
effects of that dosage.
And also the combination of antibiotics and alcohol can make you sick, can make you like throw up. And then in which case, if you throw up the antibiotics, then they're definitely nullified. But yeah, I'd rather I've had this shit for too long. I just want to recover. You know, I just want to knock this shit out.
Hey, good.
I'm just going to become a stoner for the next week until this cycle is. So cheers. Cheers to bronchitis and weed. I did have a hot toddy today, though, so I already broke it. But.
Did I ever tell the story on here about bringing my 6-month-old son to the neurologist?
No.
I'll tell it again. Fuck it.
No, it's not you having to hold him down and him screaming grape, is it?
No, because he didn't talk at 6 months old.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I
just love that story so much.
That was great, but that was here actually.
Yeah.
No, at the neurologist, we get there and they were like, "How's he been doing?" I'm like, yeah, pretty good. We had to go to the neurologist because when he was born, he had some complications. They thought, and whatever, he had to go to the NICU. So they scheduled us for just a follow up to make sure everything was going well. We get there and they give me the forms to fill out, like you're talking about. But the forms I had to fill out were an ADHD test.
What?
Yeah. It was the Vanderbilt ADHD test, which I, of course, didn't fill out and stole.
So they accidentally gave you the wrong...
No, I guess they just give it to everybody who goes there because it's a pediatric neurologist. So they're just like, fuck it. But like,
so they were giving it to you
Question 1, does he have a hard time doing homework? I was like, yep, can't do a single thing yet on a planet Earth, actually. He can't do anything.
Because he's 6 months old.
He breathes and sleeps and shits. That's what he does. Any other question is going to be a no. He doesn't even fucking crawl yet.
I'm not even sure he knows his name yet.
He definitely didn't. It was. I was like, no, he doesn't. I was like, what the hell was this? And they were like, oh yeah, that's the form you fill out when you come here. I was like, this is an ADHD test. Do you think that it's the proper test to give him at this point?
I think maybe they might be overdiagnosing that. I don't know if they're telling people at 6 months old.
I was like, well, you know, if you try and diagnose him with Adderall, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
Hell, I'd take it.
We'll fill the prescription. Don't worry. But
Adderall's
he will
fun.
not be taking it.
You ever taken Adderall?
Not like full regular Adderall.
What'd you take? You took Adderall, diet Adderall? What the fuck did you take?
Well, so I got diagnosed with ADHD. Big surprise there. And they put me on like one of those like side ones where they were like, it's non-habit forming and it's slow release and whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I never even heard of it again, so I don't know. Fluxor or something. But
all right. Fluxor.
I don't.
I hope that's what it was called.
Yeah, I don't think so because it's a machine oil company. But
it oils the brain, lubricates the thoughts.
Fluxor makes machine lubricants that are food grade, but I don't remember what the name was.
All we are is just meat machines.
I took it in like high school for like 2 weeks, and I guess I liked it fine. They just thought I was gonna do better in school.
About Fluxor? This is probably why you're all fucked up.
Yeah, whatever the shit was. I thought I liked it fine. I don't know. Everyone else just kind of was like, yeah, I don't know. Nothing seems to be different. I more felt like I don't know if I felt more focused, but I felt more like I could...
You could leap tall buildings in a single bound. You could...
No. I feel like I could delegate my energy better.
Okay.
So like,
This
I wasn't
sounds
like
like how
sitting
I
in
feel.
class like jittery. I was
Okay.
like, I could wait until soccer practice later, and then I'm gonna aggressively fucking break Tommy Milat's ankle.
So it really had the exact since you probably definitely have ADHD then, because
yeah,
because it has literally the exact opposite effect as it does on me. Like to me, it feels like I just drank a fucking pint of black coffee and then snorted a rail and then fucking and then somebody slapped me in the face. You know, it's like
no, I felt totally normal.
very invigorating.
I felt totally normal. Actually, that's where that's when they took it away from me. Is when I was on my chemistry final. I drew just a mural instead over the whole thing. I had Milky pens and shit.
Oh, you told me this.
So I just drew a brick wall with my name made out of machetes that were bleeding and had barbed wire wrapped around them, and there was flames in the background.
It sounds very inspired.
It was, yeah, but it was a chemistry final that I just didn't fill out a single thing on, and literally I still have a picture of the drawing somewhere.
That's hilarious.
But you can see in the background, there's just, it looks like it's graffiti on the wall, but it's just the questions of a test that I drew over. So they were like, yeah, I don't think this is helping you much. And I was like, all right.
You just became tremendously focused on things that weren't important.
Yeah, I was like, hey, tell you what, my drawings got more intricate in class. They were like, you are getting even spacier, brother. This is not good. And I was like, yeah, well, maybe you guys should just do something interesting. And they were like, it's a fucking test. I don't know what the hell you want it to be.
Yeah, like we need to know that you know this.
I was like, so make it hard. And they were like, fucking, you're failing this class. What do you mean make it hard? I was like,
it's already hard enough, apparently.
I was like, I'm failing the class because you want me to show my work in chemistry. I don't use your stupid formulas. I make my own. And then they work out to the right answer and you go, no, that's incorrect. That's why I'm failing this class. But
now I got B's and C's in chemistry, so I can't really correct you. But I don't know that there are alternative formulas for certain things.
Well, that's what he would ask me. He was like, well, how do you know what formula to use on what then? I was like, by looking at the question.
But maybe you're using the formula that he taught you to use.
Well, I wasn't, because I was writing down what the fuck I was doing. And he was like, that's not right. And I was like, but why is it not right? He's like, that's not the formula. I go, what? But it gets you the right answer, right? It's the formula then.
Well, did it get you the right answer?
Yeah. Like every single time.
Weird.
And it was a different formula every time. But then he was like, well, so how do you know what formula to use? I go, how do you know what formula to use? It's not only one formula. So what the fuck?
I would need to see specific examples here, Joe.
Yeah, we would have long arguments about this.
You reinvented science on fucking Adderall.
No, this was without the Adderall. I was doing that. Where I was just like, dude, I don't know. The questions make sense to me, but not your formulas. My formula does. It's just a different formula. That's the problem. So with chemistry, there's like 5 formulas that work for, most equations.
Yeah, man. He's trying to teach you the
if you're using each one. I was just making a new formula for every goddamn equation. So I was still getting to the answers, but he was like, no, I need you to learn the right way to do it. I was like, why? I was like, I'll be honest with you.
They should have put you in the advanced classes, God damn it. They didn't recognize true talent when they saw it.
I was like, I'll be honest with you. Any chemistry I do later in my life will not be formulaic anyway. I'll be mixing things and going, that didn't work.
Mostly cocktails.
Well, no, again, at work, I do plenty of fucking chemistry. It's food chemistry, but I do tons of it. But I don't ever sit there like, there's 7 hydrogen ions, and I have to figure out how to knock it down to 5. That's not what I do. I go, well, this taste isn't correct, but we got to work on the pH, blah, 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 to figure that out. But it's not, I go, okay, so we'll add some acidity. That's chemistry, but it's not.
And you're just like,
I'm not sitting there like,
do you just do like
there's
trial
fucking
and error?
40 molecules in this. I have to change that. No, I don't. I don't know how to do that.
Well, I want to thank the lovely chemists out there that put together the medicine that I'm taking now. That it hopefully will cure me. I think it's just like amoxicillin. It's like nothing really.
It is amoxicillin, yeah.
Now, when you were in school, did you ever do show and tell?
In the younger grade, sure.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about pulling your dick out. I know what you're thinking.
No, in the younger grades, yeah, absolutely. Probably
Yeah.
stopped around. I would guess third grade. Right in fourth grade, we had this thing called 9/11 happen. So
Oh yeah?
yeah.
Tell me about that. What happened then?
Well, there's these countries in the Middle East that celebrate actually that day as if it's the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah.
And then it didn't work out as well for them as us.
Oh, geez.
But it's the day Bill Morrow bowled a 300.
Bowling's really big in the Middle East. Bowling's
Yeah.
way bigger than you think it
Bill
is.
Morrow knocked everything down that day.
7-10 split. Picked it up. It was beautiful.
There was no
300
7-10 splits because it was a perfect
Oh, that's
300.
right. It was a perfect 300.
Nothing
I
but strikes. He landed those planes every time.
forgot. we today we will remember Bill Morrow forever and
Yeah.
ever.
It's that's a good never forget moment. They should make that a thing. Never forget
Never forget Morrow.
for 9/11. The day Bill Morrow threw a 300.
9/11's for Morrow, for Morrow.
Um,
So yeah, the reason why I bring that up is because I was thinking about it and I was like, man, show and tell was so like there was such a missed opportunity for comedy when I was a kid. Like I could have brought in some like really embarrassing things, like for my parents and stuff, just to like for me to get a laugh.
yeah, that's a good. I never thought of that.
But I didn't have that advanced sense of humor then, But
This is
also
my brother's girlfriend's pregnancy test.
yeah, shit like that.
This had pee on it. Gross. From a girl. This has nothing but cooties.
I found my dad's high school yearbook that I want to share with everybody. It's pictures of him looking like a total asshole.
These are my drunk uncle's scratchers. Yes, I brought you losing lottery tickets because you're losers. No, I would bring things like a Mets hat and be like, yeah, I brought this because I went to a Mets game with my uncle. And
yeah, it was
I'll
just
never
like
forget
exactly.
it.
I would bring in like
Mike
boring
Piazza's the
shit.
fucking man. There was Big Apple that went up when he hit a home run. He smoked it. Mets lost by 7. I really don't like baseball at all, but I had a nice day that day, so I brought this to tell you guys about it.
So I was out to dinner in Newark last weekend with my grandmother, and my aunt is there, right? And like I guess she's my great aunt, and she like comes over to me. I go over to she's like a sweetheart. I go over there. I'm talking to her or whatever. And she goes, "Oh, CJ." Before I forget, my family calls me CJ. Before I forget, I'm moving out of my house that I've lived in like my whole life, and I found this thing that your sister used to love to play with. I don't want to reveal what it is yet.
Okay.
Your sister used to love to play with this when she came over the house. And I figured, I figured I'd pass it on to her. I didn't want to just throw it away because it's really like, it's been in my family for a long time. It was made in probably the 20s or the 30s or something. So here, take this home and give this to your sister and see if she remembers it. And this thing is so scary. I decided to bring it here today for our show and tell. Joe, this might be the end of Two Cubes podcast. This might get us canceled. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be a visual thing, so I might have to describe it, and that might be what's going to get us canceled.
We'll be
all
all right. That sounds phallic. I'm in. Oh. How did I not notice that bag?
You didn't notice the sparkly bag over the corner?
What the...
So she gave it to me in this bag. I haven't touched it since she gave it to me.
It might as well be a light.
It fucking terrifies me. Are you ready? Can I get a drum roll, please?
All right, I'm out of breath.
It's the most racist black baby doll ever on Earth.
I could have seen that happening. It's nothing compared to what my grandma would have.
This thing is so scary looking, and the fact that it's from like the 30s or something makes
That
it
does make it
even
tough.
more terrifying.
That does make it tough. Is it porcelain?
I don't know what it's made out of. It feels like hard plastic, but it could be some kind of glass or something. I don't know. And my sister obviously does not want this thing.
I could put it on the mantle.
And I feel so bad because I'm telling you, my Aunt B is like the biggest sweetheart in the world, and she really thought she was doing like
That thing's awesome.
a For those of you listening and not watching,
for the listener, I'll let you.
oh man, this is it's a little girl's doll from the 1930s, and it's an African American baby
I don't know if that one's American.
doll, and
That
it
one's dark.
has like as close to black skin as you can get.
It's
like
dark.
I mean like black, like absence of light kind of, and
Yes.
the fucking hair.
The hair's almost real.
I was gonna say might be made with real human hair. I don't know. It's terrifying.
It is. It's
And
cool.
The baby's hands are reaching outward in a manner that says,
That's just. It looks like they're taped or something. Maybe
says, "Give
it might
me
be
your soul." So we're gonna put this right next to Pervy Pete.
nice. That thing's awesome. Oh yeah, that is the
I don't
eyes. The eyes Google back and forth.
I took a picture of it and I sent it to my sister, and I was
There's-
like, "Yo, Aunt B got you a gift," and she's like, "No."
There's likely a price tag on that. That's pretty.
Yeah, it might be one of those things. Like if we brought it to like what do you call it?
Antique Roadshow.
Yeah, Antique Roadshow. It might be like
Yeah, they
"This
might be
was
like,
the first
holy fucking
ever
Christ.
African American Cabbage Patch.
Yeah. It is cool though. I mean, it's a nice doll. Yeah, sure, it has some racist undertones, but there's nothing like actually wrong with it. It's just.
Man, I forgot about this.
Oh, you got a photograph?
I also got invited to my cousin's baby shower, which was a surprise. I did not know that she was pregnant until I showed up to this dinner. And apparently the whole family knew about it, and it was like very controversial. And I'm just like, "Ah, you're pregnant? Oh wow, oh shit, congratulations!" And everybody was it was a very tense moment.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
I guess I'll
Does
go to
she
this
have
baby
a,
shower just for the
Does
awkwardness
she
of
have
the stories.
a significant other? Or
She does,
Okay.
she does, but she's very young. I want to say she's like
Oh.
19 or 20, so
That is
it's
quite
like
young,
yeah,
but
it's
not
pretty
like
young.
crazy young. But
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it's not crazy young for like the 1940s and 50s.
you
or
told me
something,
we're
but,
doing
like,
show and tell, and I was gonna bring down my mushroom gummies.
Oh, how come you didn't bring them?
My brain doesn't work good, but
But that's the whole point of the mushroom gummies.
I do have this cube.
Give me that. We need that.
And I'm only bringing it to show and tell to show Chris that I have one and he doesn't.
God damn it.
Because they told me they don't have any. I saw I have it there.
How are we
So,
supposed to charge our dog
I gift you
collar?
this, and I'll
Oh,
trade
you beautiful man.
for this very dark doll.
I'm sure my sister would have no problems with it.
That's how show and
However,
tell works, right?
If you do take it on Antique Roadshow and it is worth money, my sister's going to be fucking
I got
livid.
you. You guys got 77%.
My bronchitis is kicking right now. It's kicking me in the chest.
Yeah, it's all right. I fixed my cough, and that took 3 years, so you'll be right.
Did you ever find out exactly what was causing that cough?
Probably bronchitis.
Yeah, you just had bronchitis for 3 years. Nice.
Yeah, I just.
I
didn't
think
get-
I would've
got
just-
antibiotics. It went away immediately. It's totally fine.
Well, I'm glad I only waited a month, and not 3 years.
Yeah, it was a long time. You guys were complaining a lot.
It's insane.
But yeah, my football season started. Speaking of things that,
Your Pennsylvania football team?
yes,
Yeah, you were talking about it last week that you had the most awkward drive with this guy that didn't speak at all.
yeah.
except
Guess
for
what?
when,
This week I picked up 5 guys on the way to
oh
football.
my god, what car were you even driving? Did you
5
put him in
rides.
the trunk?
No, we had the minivan. We brought the.
Oh, okay.
I took
right.
the car seat out. I knew I was picking up boys. We went. Yep, I picked up pretty much our whole offensive line.
You're picking up boys in the van.
yeah.
What's the name of this model car that you have? Because it's massive.
It's a Kia Carnival.
It's really called a Carnival.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. It's like
Yeah.
a clown car. Like
It's-
so many people can fit in it.
Seats 8, baby. And we tested that this weekend because we had 6 of us, and I was probably the smallest in the car.
It's had some beefy boys in there.
We had some meat. Yeah, no, we were. Maybe one guy was smaller than me. Other than that, the other guys are definitely bigger than me.
Nice. Next
Like,
time you get that many dudes, in the
350
van,
plus
you should
each.
probably record a podcast. It'll be called Pennsylvania Meat Wagon.
Yeah, we still. It's just a lot of silence. You're gonna like what
terrible.
You're gonna like what I played for them the whole time, though. I told them someone hook up the
Did you
Bluetooth.
play, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul.
No.
I wanna get lost.
We listened
in
to-
rock and roll.
so-
and dream. Oh, that one.
I had 4 hours and 20 minutes of driving with these fellas.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Overall.
Why? Just find a place to play football
Overall,
around
it's
here.
2 hours
There's
and
probably
change.
one in fucking Montclair, dude.
It's 2 hours and change back and forth. So it was 4 hours overall, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
We listened to every Young Gravy song at least
Oh,
once.
great. Awesome.
Yeah,
Great. And
except no one in the car except me has ever heard of Young Gravy.
so what? I mean,
Um,
you don't need to have heard of them before. You just
and we, once again, probably spoke for 20 to 18 minutes overall in the 4 hours of driving.
you let Gravy
It'd be
do
the worst.
talking.
It would be nope. It was playing real quiet.
That's where you fucked up. You should have been bumping it.
I thought about it. It was. I'm telling you, it's not awkward at all because we just kind of sit there.
Just not.
It's nice.
No. All right.
Because when we're talking,
I,
it's cool.
I don't believe you, but okay.
It's cool. I like it. I don't think they.
Did
I don't know all their names, so that's really tough. I can't just be like, "Yo,
you just got to make up nicknames for him. That's the fun thing.
they all have nicknames. I don't know those either.
No, but you make up your own nicknames. People, you can have multiple nicknames.
Their
It
names.
doesn't
Their
have to-
names are just syllables.
Sai.
Ka, she,
These are terrible nicknames.
Vaunt.
Yeah, you got to come up with better nicknames than
Well,
that.
Ka is I think Khalid. I think
Okay.
Vaunt is Devontae.
Yeah.
But I don't
yeah,
know which
these
one's
are,
which.
These are all just short.
She
names
is
of their name.
Shaquem.
I'm talking about like hey, shit sprinkle, come here. Hey, you,
Yeah.
squiggles.
Yeah,
You
they do
know.
talk amongst themselves a little bit in the car ride.
Okay.
Most of them just sleep.
How did you become a part of this fellowship? Like, how did like?
So I've been
Just
playing with this
online,
team.
like-
No, I've been playing with this team for a few years now, and the team changes every 2 years or so, probably. Like the captain of the guy the captain of our team. When we branched off 5 years ago from the original team I was on, I've just kind of followed him on each team. Every time he starts a team, I just go with him.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Have you ever like considered following someone that lives closer to you?
well, the team, the league, I love playing for
Yeah. What's the name of the league?
XFFL,
XS.
Extreme Flag Football League. And they're all over the country. There is ones, but this one is XFFL PA.
They're spelling
Pennsylvania.
extreme wrong. I hate to tell you, but
Well, they actually spell it correctly in the thing, which is funny because they
Yeah.
spell it correctly. They just have the X uppercase.
Oh, okay.
It works out kind of cool when they spell it, but anyway. But so we had our first games this weekend. We had a doubleheader. We lost the first game to one of the top two teams. They were in the finals last year and lost. They won the season before that. They're always a great team.
There's only 5 teams in the league, just so everybody knows.
There's I think 11 teams. I think
All right.
it's 11. I don't know exactly. I'll
Did
be
you guys,
honest. I
Did
don't
you
know
guys
exactly.
win last year? Did you win the champion?
No, I've never won a championship in this league.
Really?
No. Usually my team's quite not great. The thing is, we have a lot of talent.
Step
usually.
it up, Ja and Ja and V and
We-
D.
The guys in my car were good, except for one of them. I don't really like the one kid, but
Ooh, which one is it?
it's Kid Marcus. I don't
Which-
really like him. Everyone kind of knows I don't like him. He's a little running back kid. I don't like him much.
Oh man, what's his deal? Why do we not like him? Let's talk some shit.
Well,
That brings us to our first segment in 3 weeks.
There's-
Popping shit.
there actually
Talking
is.
that
There
shit.
actually is a podcast that just talks shit about this football league, which is
Are you
fun.
serious?
Yeah, it's called Real Talk. Comes out on Wednesdays, so it's pretty cool actually.
Oh, man, I want to
So
play it
like,
and talk
they'll
shit
they,
about
yeah,
the
they'll
talking
call. That's
shit.
what's one of the cool things about being in this league is like they have the thing you can call into the show, be on the FaceTime, and be like, "Yo, Fuck that dude who's playing corner last week. He's a piece of shit. He
Wow.
wants some noise. Come at me next week. So
Dude.
it is a lot of fun. But yeah, this kid Marcus, he was on our team a couple years ago. He's really cocky. He can't catch. He's fast and quick, but he only runs one route. He's a running back that he doesn't have vision because, well, I guess he doesn't have vision.
He's
because he can't-
blind?
Well, he can't see over
I
anybody.
know
He's
what
like
you
5'6". He's tiny. So
He
like
could
when you're playing against him,
sliver
he's so easy to
between
catch
the
him.
cracks.
Yeah, but you just gotta stay lateral, and he's done. And then, but he likes to give notes on like he'll like tell
Oh, no.
he'll tell like an offensive. He'll tell the center like, okay, so when you snap back, you want to explode up. You're just like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're 156 pounds. Fucking
You've never played center.
like. He'll do it to me on D end where he's like, yeah, you want to outside contain. I'm like, no shit, I want to outside contain. The guy's twice as fast as me. I'm trying, dude.
Yeah.
Like, did you see how I sprinted directly out that way from snap? I don't know. There's no way to contain him other than that. He's like, yeah, just pull his flag. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit, dickhead. Like, you don't even play defense, you motherfucker.
So flag football is weird when you have like linemen.
Yeah.
So like you're just trying to pull each other's flags off like on the line?
The guy with
Like-
the ball, you have to pull his flag.
Well, no, I get that, but then you're saying like you just said he gave you the note to pull the guy's flag, but only if he has the ball.
the
right?
quarterback.
Like, okay, all right.
Or the running back, whoever has the ball. Yeah.
All right. So like, and you guys aren't wearing gear at all. So like the linemen are just pushing each other in the face. They're
Just hitting each other.
yeah.
I actually
wow.
got punched in the throat this week. It was fun.
Nice.
I got in. I was coming at the quarterback. The running back came through and just blocked me by punching me in the throat. Sucked dicks.
Sounds like it, man. Sounds like
he
shit.
didn't
I'm
mean
like-
to. He went to block me, but he just punched me in the throat. It wasn't. It sucked. But
I'm nervous to play basketball at my age, and you're out here just fucking throwing hands with a bunch of strangers out in Pennsylvania, man.
Oh, Dad dislocated his finger Saturday. I popped it back in.
Oh, gross.
He was playing
Nice.
basketball with a.
Did it make a cool
10-year-old.
noise? Did it go like boop when it went back in?
It snaps. You know.
Nice. That's
gives
a
it a little click.
satisfying sound.
But
Especially if it's not your own.
but yeah, his finger's there right now. But yeah, he was playing basketball like a 10-year-old kid across the street from his house, and came running over, and his pinky was fucking over the side. No, he was pretty cool. He was like, "Yeah, I just need you to pop it in." I'm like, "I got you."
Why did he need somebody else to do it? He didn't learn how to do it himself by now.
It's really hard to do to yourself, especially because it was his right hand. So like, he'd be doing it with his offhand. He's not very ambidextrous. But
I learned about something, not to completely change the subject, but I really
Okay.
feel like you're gonna like this.
all right.
And this was an Aaron Tatz discovery. She found out that there is a holiday called Dingus Day,
Okay.
and it's coming up, dude. It's in April.
all right.
All right. It's
We just
celebrated-
passed. I think today is a celebration of Adolf Hitler.
This is an April Fool's joke. You're kidding with me?
No.
Listen, we can't have this baby on the table and bring off Adolf Hitler in the
No,
same
not Adolf
the
Hitler.
same podcast,
Adolf
dude.
Hitler.
Eid off.
Adolf. Hitler.
So you're saying today is Eid? Is that what you're trying to say? Eid Mubarak, everybody. Eid al-Fitr observed. Yes, it's Eid. You're right. If you say it really quick,
Adolf Hitler.
it does sound like Adolf Hitler. You're right.
Yeah.
Never noticed that.
Yeah, yesterday
Um,
too.
Happy Eid, everybody. Or, I forget what you're supposed to say, but
I
think it's Eid.
I
is
don't
Eid
think it's.
Mubarak
I don't
or
think
something?
it's celebrate.
No, I
Adolf
don't. I
Hitler.
don't think that. But Dingus Day is a Polish holiday.
Okay, that sounds.
It's coming up. I want to say it's like April 23rd or something. And I think that maybe we should celebrate it here on the podcast.
Okay.
And teach everybody about our Polish heritage,
Is there a
of which I have none.
my son has some.
Yeah?
I
No
think
shit.
so. I think Sam's
I,
part Polish.
I may have consorted with a Polish woman at one time in my life. I think that counts. That's enough.
Yeah.
So apparently some of the
What do you do to
traditions.
celebrate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
traditions.
you bury yourself in a hole.
Men throw water on women,
Nice, like it.
okay? And then women
Especially in
are,
April.
and this is a way that they throw water on a woman that they would like to like take on a date or take to like a dance that they go to.
So they just wet T-shirt contest people until
Basically.
they. All right.
But women are supposed to, if they're not interested in the man, they're supposed to beat them with pussy willows,
Okay.
which are like a long reed that you find in like swamps and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they beat them away. They say no. But then so the whole day is just you splashing water on women and then them beating you with reeds, and then if they, it's like, and it's the day before Easter, so it's always the day before Easter, isn't?
So that's the 19th this
the
year.
19th. So it's okay. So Dingus Day is on the 18th. Is that what we're saying?
No. I'm saying Easter's the 20th.
The 20th. Okay, so
Which is
Dingus Day
Adolf
the
Hitler's
19th
birthday,
then.
actually.
Wow. Adolf Hitler 2 times in 2 minutes, dude. It's fucking impressive. So I think we should do it up, dude. I think we should get real Polish on Dingus Day. I'm not sure what day of the week.
I have a child's. It's a Saturday.
We could do that.
The
We
day
could pull it off
the day
on
before
Sunday.
Easter's always a Saturday.
Oh, that's right, because it's Easter Sunday. I'm a terrible Christian.
Just the end of Good Friday. Just be bad.
Yeah.
Dump
that's great.
water on folks.
Yeah, I feel like we just fly a Polish flag, we eat some kielbasa,
Okay.
and we splash water on everybody that we know, all the females that we
I
know
have
in our life.
Bunch of kibasi upstairs.
Yeah?
Bunch.
Yeah, I got a bunch of kielbasa down here too.
I have more than you think.
Sorry.
So much.
Oh, brother.
But yeah, I have Canisius too. We can get fucking rowdy.
Dude, but fucking Dingus? How dare they name a day Dingus Day? And it
Yeah.
have nothing to do with pulling a dick out of anywhere.
I mean, it does
Crazy.
if the watering goes well.
I did a really weird doodle on this pad last week, and it definitely looks like a testicle, like a bisection of a testicle. It's really strange. Anyway,
Bisection. What the hell does that even mean?
like if you sliced a testicle in half,
Oh,
and then you looked on the inside, like in like a what's it called, like a health like textbook or something. Like
it
this
does
is what it
kind
would
of
look
look
like.
like. It does look like. So it looks like the flood from Halo.
Yeah, or jellyfish. I guess you can get a jellyfish.
Yeah,
from there.
yeah. Except too much membrane in there. They have no brains. Those jellyfish.
Oh man, what do you got coming up this weekend, my friend?
Oh, well, since I have my second week of football, I'll be once again torturing myself all weekend.
Can you like fucking pluck one of these guys in the van for lurker of the week or something? Like, and you know what I mean? Can we maybe I got a good idea. I'll send you on this car ride next week with some questions to ask the folks in the van.
I'm gonna do it like Cash Cab.
Yes, do cash cow.
Just every time they get an answer right, I send them a Venmo request. For
What you
more
should
money.
be doing is you should be forcing them to listen to the Two Cubes podcast
Ooh, that's a good
for
idea.
2 hours.
Yeah, that's a great.
And then you'll eventually get to this episode where we talk shit about them.
I don't talk shit about them, except maybe the guy
Yeah,
who sings "Pretty Girl Rock." But I should have played that for him the whole time. Just been like, it's the only reason, it's the only time you ever spoke to me. So I just wanted to be closer.
I'm just trying to hear your voice, man. I'm just trying to
just
get
Pretty
you
Girl
out of
Rock
your shell.
over and over again.
Yeah.
Just 7 dudes in a fucking in a minivan listening to Pretty Girl Rock over and over again, going to football.
All right, so who sings Pretty Girl Rock?
Carrie Hilton or something.
Okay, cool.
Hillington.
That's question number 1.
Yeah, it's not Hilton, I think maybe.
Carrie Hilton.
Yeah, it's not a
All right.
not a well known singer.
Is it Pretty Girl or Pretty Boy?
Pretty Girl Rock.
Pretty Girl Rock.
Yeah, it's
And then we're gonna ask him, have you ever been molested? We're gonna start off with a real rated G question. Let's go right into darkness. I'm gonna go.
don't forget these guys are all black, so they do not like gay stuff.
Hey man, he sang Pretty Girl Rock from start to finish.
I-
you know what I mean?
I got you. That's one of the most surprising things to me, 'cause, man, they say pause in that back seat every time you talk about.
what's the girl's name again? Carrie.
Carrie, I think it's Carrie Hilton. I think
Carrie Hilton.
it's Carrie with an I.
Ooh,
think.
I never would have guessed that.
Um,
These white bitches are
but
throwing
yeah,
me
they
off
do
with the
not-
spellings.
they do not like gay shit. I think
Hey, there's nothing. Just because you were molested doesn't mean you're gay. Okay,
the kid Marcus, the one I told you
You're
I
a
don't
victim.
like.
It's a horrible thing that happened.
The kid Marcus, the guy I told you I don't like. We got C4s at Quick Check, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna drink a C4 and fuck these dudes up." And they were like, "Yo, no, we don't say shit like that." I was like, "All right, noted."
Okay.
Yeah, but overall, they're a fun group when you get to talk to them. A couple minutes is fun. They're funny. We joke.
All right.
We make jokes.
Second question: have you ever been in a carnival before?
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
We talked about bouncing a lot. Again, they're all big guys, so we've all bounced. Every one of us is like, "What bar do you work at?" You can basically just do that to any big guy. You just be like, "So you bounce?" Yeah, I used to. It's part of it. But I got I'm gonna change topics on you now. I think and we can always swing back.
No. We're doing a lightning round. Are we doing a lightning round right now?
We can swing back to that.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Just popped into my brain.
I'm formulating some other questions for you to ask
Yeah,
the gentleman
yeah.
in the van next week.
What do you think about these torpedo bats in baseball?
Torpedo bats?
Oh, you haven't heard about this? You haven't
No,
seen this?
I have not.
Okay, so the New York Yankees,
Uh-huh.
instead of just playing baseball like it's been played for the last million years,
Yeah, 200 years or something.
they hired a guy and they were like, make better bats.
But that's illegal. You got to use the same bat everybody else uses.
No, there's just parameters as to what you can do, and they were like, here's the parameters, make it better. So this MIT fucking physicist or something just moved more of the wood to the middle of the bat,
Okay.
so it kind of
Weird.
and now. So the first game the Yankees had, they hit 9 home runs in the game. They
Holy
put up
shit.
like 25 points.
Oh, man. They're going to have to regulate that. They can't let that happen.
And then so
now is the whole league using torpedo bats?
I think another team has started doing it, but so the Yankees played 3 games against the Brewers so far. They hit 15 home runs.
Jesus.
They scored 35 points or something, and they swept them. And
Wow.
And
I mean, but the Yankees are good anyway, right?
they're good
now all of a sudden
anyway,
you give
but,
them this
like, it's
super bat.
it's like
yeah.
they're just making contact and just swinging them out of the park, and people are just like, well, so like people who hate the Yankees are just like, it's cheating, it's bullshit, fuck the Yankees, fuck them, and then people who like the Yankees are like, isn't this the best thing ever? And then there's
well, I mean, the whole league should just fucking get these torpedo
I think the
bats.
Twins or somebody started using it, but then the baseball, the guys who were like, they're just ruining baseball, are like, yeah, they're just ruining baseball. Fucking, what is this, slow pitch softball now? Fuck you. And then
Awesome.
then there's the guys that are like, well, it follows the rules.
Yeah.
They're hitting more home runs. It's fucking rad. Let's just keep this rolling.
I want to see the shape. Can you sketch the shape
I
for
can
me?
just look it up for you.
very curious.
Most people have seen them already, so I don't.
I can't believe I
care
heard
about
no
showing the
mention of
audience.
this. And I hang out with
Oh.
a bunch. Does it look like a butt plug shape? That's kind of what I'm imagining in my head, like this.
Oh, they're already selling these bad boys.
It looks like it looks more like a kind of like a cricket bat, maybe, only pointed. Weird. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look much different.
Because it can only have a 2.5 inch diameter or whatever, but it's not. It's just
Interesting.
there's more meat by the label. They're called.
Yeah.
But so you haven't had time to develop a thought process on it because.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it. I think it's fun. I mean, anyway, you can make watching baseball more entertaining.
I love
think.
Big Cat from Barstool. His take on it was, why don't we just stop talking about it a little bit so we can keep betting overs on games? It's like, why are we making such a big deal about this?
Brilliant.
Shh. Let's make some money till they fucking ban these bets.
Absolutely brilliant.
But
Knicks are killing it right now.
oh yeah,
Looks like New York sports are on the come up, baby.
oh yeah.
Rangers are pretty good. Knicks, they don't have Jalen Brunson. Jalen
Oh.
Brunson. He hasn't. He's not due back for probably like another week or so.
Okay,
But
that's not that long.
they just beat the Bucks. They just beat Giannis and Antetokounmpo. Who they beat today? They beat the Trailblazers today. They beat they got whooped by the Pacers like a week ago or something. But anyway, yeah, they're beating teams. They're beating good teams, and they don't even have their best players. So I think,
Okay.
I think they play the Cavs on Wednesday, and I think the Cavs are like number 1 or number 2 in the East right now.
I've heard the
They're
Cavs are quite
yeah,
good.
yeah, they're like a young team. And they're supposed to be spectacular. I haven't watched them play yet. I haven't been slipping on my basketball, but randomly, fucking Erin's just like into basketball now.
She's big into it. Yeah,
It's
she's
so
been
weird.
hitting me with random trivia and stuff.
Yeah, she's fucking like. She tried to get NBA live or NBA, not NBA TV, like NBA League Pass or whatever.
Okay.
She like fucking paid for it, and then like every week we're like, oh, the Knicks are playing. We go to turn it on, and it's like this game is not available on League Pass because it's a local game that's
Yeah, you need
available on a
MSG.
local cable network or whatever.
Yeah, you need
And
MSG.
we're like,
yeah.
then why the fuck did we pay for this? Like,
Yeah, you guys should be
So
you guys
bad.
should become fans of a foreign team.
yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah, we're gonna start rooting for the Utah Jazz. I think, you know.
I know a guy who tried really hard to get a one-day contract with the Utah Jazz.
How did he? What did he do to try? What was the effort?
Oh, he like went to their workouts and shit. He is very good at basketball, but
Did he make like a really sick promo video?
I don't know.
Holy shit! Speaking
I
of
hope he
promo
didn't talk
videos,
during it because he has a speech impediment. So
hey man, there's been a lot of guys with speech impediments that can hoop. You know,
he's good. I used to play against him all the time. He's good.
You want to drop his name?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say if
I mean,
he
I'm
has
sure
a cool
Dan
name,
Lehman knows who he is, but
Dan Lehman.
yeah, that's his name.
Oh.
That's him.
We should get Lehman Jazz jerseys. Would be sick. Just get them custom made. It
Oh,
probably
yeah.
only costs us like $300-400 bills a piece.
And
but-
we'll get it in his brother's number.
Why did he actually play?
No,
Okay.
he's
All right.
7 inches shorter, and he's a good athlete, but it would just piss off Chris.
I don't know him well
Or
enough.
Dan, I mean.
Are Dan Lehman and his brother Chris are they at each other's throats or something? Like I don't know.
No, they're good guys. They're
Failing to get the joke here, Joe. Help me out, Joe.
Dan Lehman just has quite an ego,
Oh,
and
okay.
just it would get him in
He
his
would
head.
really stick in his. All right, okay. In his craw.
He gets upset when I make a 3 in pickup basketball. So like, think of it that way. He's a 6'5" shooter who gets upset when he loses in pickup basketball.
So is question number 3 you're going to ask in the van? What do you think of these torpedo bats? Is that?
I could ask him about that. I guess they probably won't have much of an opinion, but
Dude, I'm so mad we don't have a producer anymore because I have a video to show you that, I mean, makes me so happy that it exists. And I just think that the lurkers really deserve to see it.
if we did have a producer today, I would show the video of me missing a flagpole that got 100,000 views today.
Missing a flagpole? What do you mean?
Yeah, in flag football, the quarterback just makes a beautiful move. I don't know. My team's like bitching, like, "Oh, you're not giving effort." Fuck you, dude. I tried my ass off. I shed the tackle immediately. The rest of the team is jogging. I fucking worked my dick off on that play, and yeah, he just jukes the shit out of me. But yeah, it has 100,000 views. I'll show you here quick, but.
I like that you're willing to embarrass yourself for the, for
Again,
laughs on the
it's really
show.
not embarrassing. The guy fucking makes a beautiful play. I'm the defensive tackle on this play. Fuck anybody who's like any other D tackle in the league wouldn't even be near the quarterback. Here's me coming in. Just a beautiful fucking play.
Ooh, that was very nice.
Just a beautiful move.
That little back shoulder roll.
Yeah, beautiful move. Nothing I could do about it. The rest of my team, there's fucking 8 of them there. They couldn't stop him. I had to force him back inside. But just a good move. I could show it one more time.
So this is you right here.
Yep.
Okay. All
He
right.
gets me. You know, all right.
It was a nice move. He did a
Yeah,
little.
again, he's a fucking fast little shifty quarterback. I'm the defensive tackle. I'm trying to force him back inside so the rest of my team can make the play.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
And they didn't make the play.
No, he scores a touchdown.
God damn it.
But yeah, they were saying that my effort's lacking on that play. Like, no, it's not effort on that. He just beat me. It's a good play. He's one of the top players in the league. It was good. It happens.
I wonder if I ever did play football, what position would I play?
I could see you playing some receiver.
I don't know. Maybe.
The white man positions. So you
Yeah, I'm
gotta
not
go-
really tall enough to be tight end, I don't think. I can jump.
Tight
though.
end's
I can
tough.
pretty
You can
high.
jump, but tight end's tough because you got to do the blocking part.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have no experience with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not big enough.
Your basketball experience could lead you to. I could see you being a decent safety if you could hit. I don't know if you tackle. but
No.
I could see you being a decent safety. You know, you
I
could see a
hit,
play happen.
I hit like a bag of leaves, dude.
But yeah, I could see you. I could see you like seeing a play develop and being able to break it down.
I don't know. They tried to pick me up in high school. They tried to be like, Chris, you should join the football team. And I was just like, nah, I don't know. I'm already on the basketball team and it's really pissing me off. So I don't want to have 2 practices to go to, like just years
Basketball's
straight.
tough.
Yeah.
I'm just really bad at basketball. I think is what it is. But
Practices were so long, dude. They were like 2 hours long and it was like 5 days a week. So it was just like and I mean, unless you had a game, but yeah, it was just. And then you had to go home, and I'd get home at like fucking 8 o'clock. I'd eat dinner. It'd
well,
be like
what do you
9,
do for 2 hours
9:30.
of basketball practice? Just jog?
You do suicides, you shoot free throws, you practice plays, you do,
but it's like 10
layup
plays.
drills, you do passing weaving drills, you lift weights, you
Lifting weights is nice. I like that.
you do jumping, like we used to have to do laps around the gym skipping. You have to like,
Okay.
skip as high as you
I
can.
skip all the time. I
Just
still
makes
skip.
you jump high as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I
It,
still
like teaches
skip.
you to jump really, really high. Yeah, all kinds of shit, dude. We used to do these drills. I don't remember what they call them. Maybe they were military drills or something, or it was like you had to start on the baseline.
Pacer test?
I don't know what that is.
Where you got to like, it beeps, you got to run across before it beeps again, then you got to, then.
Oh,
next time it beeps.
no. I have done one of those before, but no, not in basketball.
Okay.
We would do, you had to, so you're racing somebody. 2 of you are lined up on the baseline. You have to sprint to the center of the court, touch a basketball. One of you goes left, the other one goes right. Then when you get to the sideline, you have to do like 10 push-ups. Then you have to run to the other baseline, the far baseline, and you have to jump up and touch above a piece of tape that's on the wall like a certain amount of times.
Okay.
Depending on how tall you are. If you're the fucking center or something, they'd have like a higher piece for you to touch.
Yeah, I got you.
And you had to do it like however many times until you work your way to the middle, and then you have to sprint back, and whoever grabs the ball first, what's it called? Like doesn't have to do a suicide or something. Like when the whole thing's
We
over.
used to do similar in soccer with the goalies.
Yeah.
My freshman year, we did that. My freshman year, we had a much more serious goalie room. So, like, we had, like, 4 goalies. So, it was, like, an actual competition for it. And I was 4'11" and 100 pounds. So, it was really tough for me because it was, like, you got to touch the crossbar 10 times.
Yeah.
And for me to touch the crossbar at that point,
It
I
took,
was
you had to
full on,
swing your hands like
full
that.
on jump.
That's why I
full on
think we
jump.
had 2 different levels. Like, it was like if you're under fucking,
Well, it makes
6
sense that
feet
I would.
tall, you touch
Well,
this
it makes
one. If
sense I would
you're
have to be able to touch that.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I have to be able to work towards that because I was so small.
Yeah.
But like again, I have to be able to cover that part of the goal. So but it was like 10 times in a row, and the senior guy would just basically touch.
you
just,
barely
tick, tick,
had
tick,
to
tick,
jump at all.
yeah, it was like doing nothing, and I'm like full on like get it.
It's what made you grow. It gave you the ambition to
Yeah, well, I always had really long. I
grow
had
to the
super
healthy
long
size you
arms.
are now.
I had mega long arms for being so short, so I was very odd looking.
Yeah, you're an absolute nightmare to wrestle in a living room. I'll tell you that.
But then that kind of went away. Like my sophomore year, 2 of those guys graduated. The other guy, he kind of quit. And then there was a freshman coming up that they were just like, "Well, no, you're the varsity guy. He's the JV guy. That's it." So I never really had any competition again.
Dawn.
Till like my senior year. Then I had to compete with him for the spot. But other than
I've
that,
got
I
to
don't really-
fucking. Have you heard about these fucking Nipple brothers that are on Duke, dude, or the Nipple guy, Knipple? He's this goofy ass white
in
dude.
college basketball.
Yeah, college basketball right now. He's this goofy ass white dude. His name is spelled like Kueneppel or something like Knepple or Knipple. And he's like,
I know Noah Kanega.
yeah, let's not talk about it, right? With the doll, the two Hitler references, we can't talk about this kid.
But I don't know who you're talking about.
He's just like this goofy white kid that's on Duke, and he's pretty good. He's probably like 6'4". He can shoot really well.
Okay,
and,
is that the same team as this Flag guy?
Yes,
Cooper
he's
Flag or
also on the
something?
team
Yeah, 'cause
with
he's
Flag.
Duke, right? Yeah, I thought so.
They got like 3 guys that are really good. They got Flag, this Knipple dude who, and this like real big like I think he's like maybe a 7-footer like black dude that's like really good too. They're like probably gonna go pro.
I saw the Florida Gators have a guy who's 7'9".
Oh shit! No, I haven't seen
He's a
that.
freshman. I don't think he's playing yet.
Oh really? Oh okay.
But if he has a touch of athleticism, how do you stop it?
Yeah, you can't stop him. He's 7'9".
He's
ridiculous.
7'9".
Yeah.
He's like 17.
He doesn't.
Years
You don't
old.
even have to jump to dunk at that point.
I-
Yeah, he's just like
I'd imagine you don't have to jump to do anything. How do you?
it's crazy.
What do you do? He's like 6 inches taller than Wembanyama. He's
Yeah, it's wild. But dude, this Knipple dude. So he's like whatever. He's a freshman at Duke, and he's already like kicking ass in the NCAA tournament. And he's like, but then he has like 3 younger brothers that are like
oh boy.
10, 12, 13 or something, and they're all like over 6'5",
They're already-
and
they're
they're all
already
just like
Monsters.
killing kids in like
Yeah.
middle school and high school and shit. And then his dad was also like the leading scorer ever at like some like Iowa University or something.
Oh, okay.
But people are so fucking crazy about sports. Like this dude recorded an Instagram like reel where he's like, so recently I went to go watch the Knipples' younger brothers play, and I'm like, that's so creepy. Like this guy just went to go watch like these little kids play because like he's related to this Duke player, and then he's like, and just coincidentally, while I was in Wisconsin, his dad was also playing in his old men's league game, so I went to that as well. So he has like this fucking iPhone footage of just like fucking Knipple's dad just like draining threes in some old man league game. I'm like, you're stalking this guy's family. It's crazy.
That is
So fucking funny. I mean, maybe the guy's like a scout or something. You know what I mean? I don't know, but
that is pretty funny though.
it's
That's-
so funny. Could you imagine doing that? Like,
this kid's good. I wonder how his brother.
I wonder how his 10-year-old brother is playing. Like, oh man, you fucking creep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like you said, if you're a scout, that's kind of like what your life is.
yeah.
It's
You're just going.
Like what you do.
I mean, going to high schools, I guess, is creepy enough. But you know, you got the
well,
excuse that you're a
nowadays they offer kids like when they're kids, dude.
Yeah.
They really like commit now.
It's wild. Somebody was telling me so like the college players are making money now, like
Yeah.
based on their like
Yeah, the NIL.
holy when did that start?
Like 2 years ago, 3 years.
No
ago?
shit.
Oh yeah.
Like how do they make money? Like what do they get paid on? Like it's
So how I believe
like a percentage of like how much the school makes on the like
no. So how I
ticket
believe
sales
it
or
works is it's basically schools get donors,
something? Okay.
and then the school can go, hey, listen, we'll give you $200,000 to play for us
Wow.
next season. And
That's
then they're
insane.
like, all right.
So now we're really just gonna have the same teams every year in these tournaments because it's like all the good players are just gonna go to the teams that'll pay them more money, like that have more ads, and like we'll pay them more money.
Yes. Well,
It's like you're not
I
going to have
guess.
it's going to get rid of all the upsets that we see in like college basketball. I'm sure in college football too.
college football. So Ohio State they had, I think, $20 million they paid for their roster this year.
Jesus Christ, man.
Uh,
I mean, that's not a lot when you're comparing it to pros, but still.
well,
I
it's
mean,
a lot.
It's
a
only
lot,
going to get bigger. It's
Well,
only
yeah,
gonna,
yeah. But so they were the highest paid. They were the highest team, obviously ever, but also this year. But like basketball, there's so many less guys, so it's like you don't need as much
I
money.
guess. But typically, basketball players get paid more than football players anyway.
Yeah, well, that's
right?
because the season's longer.
Yeah,
But
and there's less
the
dudes.
college
so, like,
basketball
yeah.
season, I don't think is that much longer than a football season.
No, it's not.
It's pretty short. I think it's kind of
They're about the same length, I would bet. Yeah.
Yeah, but like basketball season, like the pro one is like most of the year, isn't it? It's like 8 months.
I don't know. It typically ends in June. The finals are usually in June.
Okay, and when's it
And
begin?
yeah, when does it begin? I want to say like it starts
They
like
play during Christmas, and it
I know
matters.
it changed a little bit. They had like I want to say like around like
People care about them playing on
October?
Christmas, so yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna say October.
So it's like an 8 or 9 month season. So
Yeah.
it's pretty long.
October, November, something like that. And yeah, it definitely ends in June. The finals are usually in June.
Okay.
I know the halfway mark is usually Valentine's Day weekend. Is usually like when the All-Star game is, and is like the halfway mark
Okay.
of the season.
And then there's 4 more months. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's like 8
That's
months.
that's when teams actually start trying is after Valentine's Day. That's when LeBron's like, all right, well, I guess I gotta actually like play more than 12 minutes a game. You know, like
That's good
LeBron's
to take
absolutely
note of.
ridiculous. My God, I hate
You're
him so
I
bad.
would say like good or bad.
I hate him so bad, but like it's just so insane how good he still is for how old he is. I mean, granted, he does do the longevity thing where like he only plays like half a season every year. But I mean,
yeah. But
yeah. But
at
he's
this point
still,
now, the young guys are doing that. So
yeah, it's true. Now, yeah, everybody's gonna do it now because it worked so well.
yeah, 'cause, like that's my thing with it is like if the season is that long, why do it? It doesn't.
Yeah,
You know, at this point now, you're going to be called the stat patter if you do play all the games.
yeah. It's true. Or just a true competitor.
Yeah, but they're gonna. But then you go, yeah, but the true competitor wants to win a championship,
Yeah, that's true.
not
Yeah,
put
yeah.
up 30 on the
No,
on
you're
the
right.
fucking
Yeah.
whoever the fuck.
Yeah, the fucking I don't know, the
The
Raptors
Mavericks.
on a Tuesday night,
Yeah.
the regular season.
Yeah, like I got a WNBA audience watching me tonight. I better watch out.
Oh man.
Like, yeah, oh man, there's 66 people here to watch me play.
What the? I can't believe. I want to give a personal shout out to Luka Doncic for this crazy trade that happened. I know, but it got my girlfriend into basketball, and it's just really weird. I don't know. Is like Luka like a dreamboat or something? I don't know why all of a sudden Aaron's so like into basketball. It's crazy, and but it's great. It's awesome. When she told me that she wanted to watch basketball games, I was like, you know, like I like you enough. You don't have to like you don't have to like honeypot me. Like we already live together. Like,
Yeah,
I was like, are you for real? Fuck yeah. Let's watch some games.
I don't mind watching basketball, but I don't like really understand basketball that well.
Yeah, well, you mean just like the strategy or like
The positions, I understand the strategy, but
the
ball
positions
in
are
the hole.
basically meaningless.
I know nowadays, but like I don't know, like the nuance rules and stuff like that. So like
All right.
for me to-
There are like little I think like
for
oh
me
it's
to be
so
like
easy
a real
but like
for me to be like a
there are
real
weird situations.
watcher of a game, I like to really understand like why you can't just dribble backwards there or whatever.
Yeah. Like backcourt or something. Something weird happened in the
Things
Duke
like
game.
not being able to stand in the paint for 3 seconds, things like that. I'm like, I don't know when you can and can't do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that kind of stuff. So I'm like, why is he not over there? Because he'd be open. But there's like rules. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like football, I know like every rule.
It's a 5-second violation. You can't stand in the paint for more than 5 seconds if you're on offense.
But what if you have the ball?
The ball has to be past the half court mark, I'm pretty sure, for the count to start. And if you're holding
Like if you
the ball,
have the ball, you're holding it.
no, that's not a 5-second violation. You have to it's only like you can't just like
What if somebody else is in the paint with the ball for 5 seconds?
you still
you're standing
5
there
seconds.
for 5
Jeez, man,
seconds.
you're right. I don't even
That's
know
what I'm saying. I don't know.
even know these.
And I'm like, I don't know what
A
to
weird
do.
thing happened in the Duke game the other day that like I forgot what the so do you ever like shoot a basketball and it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim?
Yeah.
So that happened during the Duke game, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I haven't seen this happen in so long. And then Erin was asking me, she's like, "So what does that mean? What do they do?" I was like, "I think it's a jump ball," but I was like, "I literally haven't seen this happen in a game in like 20 years."
Yeah, I've seen
so
it happen before. I don't
don't
remember what
know.
happens either. I don't.
I think it's a jump ball, so it's like, yeah, I think they have to do the tip off on the top of the key, like on the
Okay,
side
yeah,
that
I
the
don't
ball's
know.
on. Yeah, it's like it's very weird.
But yeah, again, it's things like that I'm like, if I don't really know like that stuff, I can't get into it as much. I have a hard time with it. So
Yeah, man, you got me with the
the
5-second violation question. Now I'm thinking, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure it's like the second the
well,
ball crosses the half
I've
court.
put the only basketball I ever play. I'm down underneath, so like it's the only rule anyone's ever brought up with me. But I'm like, I don't know when it's in effect. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do here. And they call them on me in pickup basketball. So
5-second violations?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
again, I've only ever played pickup. I've never played organized basketball.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've had it called on me where I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a rebound, man.
Man, playing like real organized basketball, like at least I hated it in high school because like, like the coach would be yelling some play on the sideline and like I didn't hear what he said. You know what I mean? And
Every
I'm just
time
like,
it's pick and roll.
no, we had like the fist play and we had the wheel and we had like all these.
Well, a wheel is going to be a pick and roll anyway. That's going to be you get it. He's going to wheel around and you're going to bounce it back this way.
I remember 4 plays. I remember there
Fist
was the fist, there was the wheel, there was the Mustang,
Fist is you goon somebody.
and there was the 1-4 low. And the 1-4 low was the most emasculating play ever because basically what we would do is all four players on the team would just go to the baseline, and then the best player on our team, Aaron Cruz, would just play the guy one-on-one and score a basket.
Yeah, okay.
And it was the only play that ever worked until they got wise to what we were doing, and then they would just double him.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it was so funny. But yeah, I remember like, I don't know. I always liked like semi-organized where it's just like you and a bunch of buddies get together in a league.
Who know how to
pay
play.
$50. Yeah, exactly. You have like 3 guys on the bench or whatever you could sub out, and then you just have like one dude who's like your friend's like father or something who like decides who goes in and when. Like.
Yeah, no, I'd never been in a league of any kind.
Running drawn out plays was never my my strength.
I've played a fuck ton of pickup basketball. Just
yeah, that's really where I shine.
I don't shine at all. But basketball was never going to be my the only time I ever shined in basketball was when I dunked.
Holy shit, we're over a fucking you dunked? Oh, I think you told me this.
Yeah, I used to be able to dunk
beautiful.
pretty wet. Yeah, like that was what I was able to do is dunk. I could stand under the bat. That's what I was like, get me the ball directly under the basket because I could just jump up and 2-hand dunk.
Nice.
So nobody's going to stop it. None of these guys can stop me. If I'm just right here, because I can't dribble.
And thus them calling 5-second violations.
I can't dribble.
Because when you get dunked on, man, it really hurts your ego.
I got an alley-oop one time. like it was planned. He was like, I was like, put it up there. And he fucking just tossed it up. Bang. My God, the guy who was guarding me he was like, that's illegal. It's not allowed. It was like, he would have thought it was the first time someone ever alley-ooped. Like in a game where they're like, is that 3 points? How many points is that? Because the guy who was like, no, that wasn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't kosher. What the fuck is that? I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah, I never truly dunked on a 10-foot rim. Merrill Park had really low rims in Iselin, New Jersey.
It was the only thing I could do that ever made anyone impressed in basketball. That, and I was really good at getting my own rebounds on 3-point shots.
Nice. Yeah. Offensive rebounds are huge, man. They'll win you a game.
I shoot like there is no chance the ball's going in.
And so you just immediately run after it.
I shoot before the guy doesn't know he didn't block the shot. I am already behind him and running at the basket. I am already down.
You got hustle.
I'm already down low underneath, like waiting for it. You would think that I didn't shoot the ball. I'm sitting there looking up at it. It goes in. I'm like, all right, great, run back. My shot was almost. People would think I pump faked, and then ran underneath them because I took off.
You did the roll,
Yeah, it would look like a pick and roll.
yeah.
Just I shot the ball.
Did you ever see the Harlem Globetrotter dudes do?
Oh
like,
yeah, with
the dribble move where they like roll on the floor.
No, I would go full splayed pig and sprint around them.
You the only practice you do in basketball should be doing that cool roll move.
Get really good at dribbling just that way.
Yeah, just that one cool like slide or whatever.
Yeah, but that was so I did a lot of playing basketball that way, and I was kind of the
Me and Scott should go.
The
should go
enforcer
just
type.
Mess around at the park.
Yeah.
One day it'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I can't believe it's an hour and 10 in. This
Yeah.
episode flew by. It always does. Always does. Lurkers. We need a
Does seem
lurker of the
it's
week.
time. Lurker of the
leave
week.
a comment.
Lurker of the week. I didn't do much this weekend because I had to wake up early.
I'm gonna say
Saturday.
it's Rob Barletta. He's the lurker of the week.
Ooh.
I watched him eat
so much fun.
an extremely salty shrimp bisque at the bar of the Spanish Pavilion the other day, and I don't know. He just looks like a lurker, you know. He's the lurker of the week. If we had a producer, we'd put his face up, and we'd talk a lot of shit. But
He looks a little like Pervy Pete if he shaved.
I don't think he looks anything like Pervy Pete.
He doesn't. He doesn't look anything
Maybe
like
the ears. Maybe the ears.
He doesn't look anything like our new Nubian doll either. But
Man, oh man, that doll is creepy. Make sure you lock that thing up at I don't know,
well,
behind
if it starts
closed
floating
doors.
or something, we'll
If you hear singing or whispering coming from down here at night, do not come down here.
that will be tough if I start hearing, just random songs, jingles.
All right, everybody. You're not going to play us out. We're just never going to hear the theme song ever again. I'm going to write us a new theme song.
I
That's it.
got
It's
us a
going to be
thumbs up.
beautiful. It's
I don't
gonna
know. I don't think we're on Bluetooth anymore. My phone just forgets to be on Bluetooth. So
be thumbs up. Yeah, there we
baby.
go.
Yeah, baby.
I get so excited when it pops up. I feel like I'm magic.
It does feel nice, right? It's
Does
pretty
this do
alright.
anything? I forget. Does the wiggly hand do anything? No.
Who knows?
What if I do this? Yeah, give it up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It feels so good to hear the music. Woo! See, it gets me hyped, dude. We really have to start playing it at the top of the show. Come back next week.